Good evening. How are you today? I think this is patchouli. It might be rose. I think it's probably rose. So, I've kind of just sat here in the garden. I've got a cup of tea. And I have an intention. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm just going to take this because it won't stay up my ear. Maybe it's calling me to listen more. To be still. To listen. And to hear the things that are not easily heard. I'm proud of you. In case nobody's told you that lately. I'm proud of you. And you're doing a really good job. Sometimes we don't hear it enough. But God's proud of you. The Source is proud of you. The Most High is proud of you. Whatever you believe in. Your spirit family team is proud of you. All of your angels and your ancestors and your spirit guides. They are all immensely proud of you. And it's time to think outside the box. And it's time to just do. Make it fun, make it play. 158. Because it's time to see the abundance in places that you thought were the desert. And sometimes it starts off small, one by one, and then it all comes all at once. It's all gonna blur out. Sometimes all we need is just to sit, to be, to look again at the things that we already see from a different perspective. Same eyes, new lens. You're worthy. Ask for help. Because you are worthy. And regardless whether or not you deserve it, you probably do. You most likely do. You're always worthy of help and support and love. Especially from yourself. And from whatever and every higher power that you may or may not believe in. Because to believe it is to see it. Not everything is visible. Right, I'm gonna put this down for a minute. You flick the switch. You flicked a switch. A switch that you didn't even know that you could flick within yourself. And today I'm really noticing the clock on the wall behind ticking. So maybe it's time to hear things that maybe you just wasn't willing to listen to. Okay, so I'm thinking about clairaudience. And I know, like, click. Yes, it can be if hearing physical words or things said to you by spirit. This is really blowing in my face now. But it can also be clicks and ticks of spirit. I'm just saying spirit is like an umbrella term. Or hearing a crash or a bang or a noise at the same time, or just after you've thought something, said something, done something, sort of as like a confirmation. And music. Songs. Because sometimes we just listen and it goes in one ear and it comes out the other. 5, 3, 2. But they speak to us sometimes if we're willing to listen. And I think it's more than the physical things we hear. Perhaps it's a change of perspective in the way that we hear, hearing things differently. I take everything so spiritually, as if everything has a spiritual meaning, as if everything is connected. I've not felt like myself lately. And yesterday I started to feel a bit more like myself again. And now today, a bit more again. And I'm looking at the clock as I see this. And now the light. I know I'm in alignment when I am guided to do something, to go somewhere, to be somewhere, and then I end up seeing someone, either that I know or is significant. And that happened to me today. I really need to stop. There's been a lot of distractions lately. A lot of distractions. But through silence we can filter through the distractions. I'm looking at like the hinge on the door. Maybe that's significant. I don't know. We will take things very differently. We all have a different perspective and a different view of the world. We can all see the same thing and hear the same thing and take it in a totally different way. And I think that's quite magical about life. And another thing I feel like I'm called to say, 759 going on to 8. Bicycles. I was seeing so many bicycles for probably about the last 3 weeks, month. And I'm now, right now, ending a cycle. A very cycly cycle. And it's funny how we don't let ourselves receive certain intuitions that we're not ready for. As I look at the door as I say this, sometimes we're not ready to step through that door yet, so we don't. So we go through the motion to learn, you know, for ourselves. As soon as I kind of realised it was a cycle, the fact that it made sense, I'm not seeing them as much. And the thing about intuition is, I feel like sometimes spirit can only help you so much. And then we have to help ourselves. And then we have to do the rest. We have to fill in the blank, connect the dots, cross the T's, dot the I's. And that means we have to trust ourselves. That means we have to just have faith and trust our own intuition when the whole world is doing its own thing, is doing something else. And sometimes it may seem easier to follow. You're a leader. If you're here, you follow your own path. What's right for you is not right for someone else. What's right for someone else is not going to be right for you. It may be, it may not be. You gotta just do it. And not let anything hold you back. And not be afraid. Because nothing really matters. This is your reality. You make of it what you want. If you want to stay trapped in fear, you can. If you want to try something different and make a change, you can. Take me for example. I've probably been doing this about a year now. More so consciously over the last few months. Being more consistent and integrating it more in my identity. Learning to love it. When in the beginning, I didn't want to, but I felt called to. And the more I do it, the more it feels like me. It makes me happy. And it's really helped me to heal myself and to grow. I'm now looking at a clamp. 11:14. I've been seeing that a lot lately. Okay, but yeah, your reality is yours. You can make of it what you want. You don't have to conform. Your journey looks different, and that's perfectly okay. You can't seek validation externally. It comes internally. At least I think that's the only validation worth it. Because once you have that, everything else is an added bonus. Set the brick straight. Build the wall. Climb over the wall. I saw this thing lately that I can't remember where. Might have been someone on TikTok doing a live, and they said not to see challenges as obstacles, but as fuel for growth. Yeah. Be still and know that you are God. There are some things that I used to not want to say because I was still quite in my ego and I was afraid for other people's egos. But one, that's not for me to worry about. And two, I highly doubt anybody in that state would see this anyway. Because I feel like I've learned to set good intentions, to be clear and to be specific. Oh. Okay, I'm an iPhone user. I talk to Siri. And it's only just occurred to me today that if I set a timer and I tell her to turn off my alarm, she turns off my alarm, she doesn't turn off the timer. But I also saw another thing today saying, be specific. And I see things like that all the time. I'm like, yeah, be specific. But what does that actually mean? And I'm a very physical person. Lock and key. I learned by doing. And it really just popped into my mind like, she ain't gonna do that because she's doing what you've told her to do. You tell her to turn off the alarm, she's gonna turn off the alarm. You want her to turn off the timer, how did she know you haven't said timer, you said alarm? Climb through the window if you're supposed to. One door closes, another one opens, but maybe it's a window. Do you know what I love about being open to just divineness? Is that it is the most randomest things, the most silliest things. And half the time I don't even know the things that they have said to me. I'm like, I don't know how I get these words. And then I Google them and they're like on point. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Ferociously devoted to you. Like, what are we even talking about right now? Okay, to wrap this up. Energy is energy. What is meant for you will find you. Signs and synchronicities, pay attention. Even if you don't understand, look again, hear again, from a different perspective. Just keep going, keep doing. Go from the inside out. You know, if you think something needs to be worked on, maybe work on something else to get there, but in a way that may seem backwards. Upside down, in reverse. Be a free spirit. That's something that popped up to me yesterday. So I've got this new job. And basically this email thing where somebody tried to attach a picture. And they attached a picture of a screenshot of like some Google thing of like being a free spirit. And I felt like it was exactly what I needed to hear. And the number associated with it. Like for that order. Had trouble for at the end. So I don't know, I feel like the source is telling me to be a free spirit, so I'm gonna tell you to be a free spirit. Set yourself free. There are no bounds, no binds, no limitations, only the ones that you falsely imprison upon yourself. If the world can mold you, you can mold you too. And everything. Look up spiritual significance of corners. Honestly, anything. Just look up spiritual significance of. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think this will do. I'm like speechless right now. I'm just sat in like contentment of like, I don't feel like I need to say anything. Presence is enough. Your presence is enough. Wherever you are, your energy speaks volumes. Your actions are louder than words. And sometimes it's the things that you don't say that speak the most. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna end it with, we're all super proud of you. You should be proud of you too. See how far you've come and what you have achieved. Even if it doesn't seem like much. And don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't even compare yourself to yourself. Stand your ground. Stay solid. You got this. Okay, I believe in you. And they got your back. Okay, take care now.